Oh, we never finished talking to her.
But what more can we present aside from the phone and the date?
Because we wanted to
the
talk to
Goodman
her
card.
more about SL9.
We could present the photograph.
I hate this, like, bonus dialogue and how long it is.
Mm-hmm. We already did the knife. Show the phone. Or did you already show the phone?
Here we go.
Oh, yeah. So, this is the card. I had one of those up until 2 years ago. Back when you were the coffee queen, right?
We found this ID card here in the parking lot.
Oh, well. There's no mistaking that. It's definitely Goodman's.
But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department.
That's impossible.
Wish I could be so sure.
Don't tell me he had a peculiar twin brother or something.
No. He was killed in the police department and transported.
Been transported. So there wasn't an extra line of questioning added to the dialogue tree? Oh.
Not yet.
If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes.
So you went straight to the scene of the crime.
I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. But I thought we already affirmed that she was behind that divider in the security room. Unless she ran all the way around and... That's when I took this photo. Yes.
In other words...
Oh, in other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before. Ooh, that's an interesting little tidbit of information. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time.
That time? And now...
Yeah, now we can talk about it. That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago. It was the biggest case I'd ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence.
I wish I could see who's being covered by the dialogue.
Yeah, because it's Goodman, the marshal.
Her, and then somebody else.
Yeah, a dude in a hat with longish hair. Keep going. So, they didn't solve it? On the contrary. It was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed.
Executed?
Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred.
Oh yeah, you can make the text box transparent.
Text box. Oh, there's the transparency. That's what you've always wanted.
What? But the criminal was executed, right?
On the basis of evidence, of a sort. Made up evidence. Well, what? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen. Others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself. And one other person you know well.
Wait, could it be?
Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. It seems like another dude with a upturned hat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Huh. Jake was particularly determined. And then, it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I.
You haven't forgotten SL9.
There was another side to that case. A hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up there in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell. There is only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate.
Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence.
There has to be a connection. So, Rookie.
But what?
It seems like you're serious about investigating this case.
Yes.
Ooh, a steak. Then you should take this.
A Salisbury steak lunch?
Salisbury steak. You know what Salisbury steak is, right? It's when there's a thin layer of breading around it.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
you pan sear it.
Yeah.
That one doesn't quite look like one, but eh.
Man, I really want that chicken fried steak.
I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Steak lunch. Received from Miss Star. Excellent for putting Officer who?
Marshall, in a good mood.
Marshall. Oh, because steak. Miss Star?
1 second. Might have to go for another tea or something. Or, oh, maybe one of those Cokes.
Officer Marshall. Is he your, are you his... Are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too, back then.
This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective.
But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to the rest. Well, to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you.
Officer Jake Marshall. Okay, so now we can get in there.
Now we can probably talk to Marshall. Or what, Edgeworth's room?
Apparently.
Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday.
And I'm sure it'll still be as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here.
I'm sure he's off doing important investigations.
I hope that's what he's doing.
I
guess we'll have to come back.
Spray! All over the place!
Edgeworth walks in. Why does it smell like booze in here? I wish there was an option for just eat steak lunch.
There's probably going to be nothing. I still want you to do it in your office, too.
Oh.
There's blood on the floor.
Well, this might have been Emma's office, or she talked to him.
Or this is how she retrieved the keys to his car. In 5 minutes, though? That's steep.
Yeah, because he's high up.
You have to spray it twice, like, until it turns blue.
Yeah, I screwed up.
There we go. What? It looks like some blood is dripped down here.
Judging by the amount, my guess is from a nosebleed.
Really? A nosebleed?
Phoenix gets them all the time. I mean, have you seen some of the ladies he's worked against?
Oh.
He's a single dude.
Yeah, and for those of you guys, well, for those, I'm pretty sure everyone's familiar with this. If they're watching Phoenix Wright, they should. But in anime, there's this association with nosebleeds and guys seeing an attractive girl.
Yeah, for Edgeworth, it's just a delayed reaction. For Phoenix, his blood's just so thin, it looks like he has a runny nose.
I think there's this one channel that does this scientific analysis of anything in a fictional media, just to see if some things are feasible. Mm-hmm. And they were watching instances of these nosebleeds happen in anime, and they were calculating just how many liters of blood must have been spouting out of these people's noses. And they came to the conclusion that these people would die from the amount of blood that's spurting out of them. But obviously it's just for show. In any case. A nosebleed? Maybe in his wrath, Mr. Edgeworth slapped someone for their incompetence.
Why does Detective Gumshoe's face come to mind?
Wait, really? They're just gonna leave it like that?
It's probably relevant later.
Later, maybe. Let's go to the office. I want to see our office. See if there's still blood by the window.
This is...
It's morbid, but I just want to see. Okay, nope. Nothing there.
Nope. Nope.
Okay. It looks like they cleaned it very well.
Or they just didn't think to do it.
Watch there be a ton of it on the Badger.
This place is charged with frantic energy, as always.
Huh?
Please!
Huh? Wasn't that...
Oh, please. One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland.
Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale.
I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We've caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? On the same day, the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot. Another detective was killed in the police department? And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need a steak lunch, pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly.
But wait, don't leave.
If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. I can't actually do his usual voice. Whatever.
He ran off to the evidence room.
Well, this investigation's off to a running start. Nope.
Yeah, so the steak lunch was never intended for the marshal, was it?
It probably is. There we go.
Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they?
Yeah, I guess they did. Best not to go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing.
What was that?
Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say that I was perpetrated against, sir. That's what I say. It's Meekins.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, greetings, sir.
I mean, he does have a cut on his hand, too.
Yep.
Wait, I know who you are.
Excuse me, but is, Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
Officer Meekins. So, you're a guard here at the detention center?
No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir.
Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report.
No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, he isn't, is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir!
What?
No, this is an unexpected turn of events. Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir! Sir! Ow, I can hear you just fine, Officer Meekins. I was in business that day, sir, so I went into the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir.
So, normally there's a guard at the evidence room.
That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. And now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person.
What was that?
He slammed his injured hand. What the heck is this guy doing?
But there were
handcuffs.
He had handcuffs and something was attached to his neck. What was going on?
A lanyard.
Mm-hmm.
Evolving theory, the cactus stuck him. You know, wouldn't be surprised.
So, what happened then?
After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. But when I came to, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days?
Might I ask, what happened to your hand?
Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Guy.
Yeah, another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office.
First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me like that with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir! If you have to label me as the perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me as a victim! I would, but you happen to be in detention, and alive and well as that. Ah, yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you can say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So, you didn't know him. Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or any other creature comforts. I don't know any other detectives.
So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him?
Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. Tell me if this is too loud, by the way.
It's loud for me.
Yeah, it's pretty loud for me, but I have no idea how it sounds over the recording. Bandaged hand. How'd your hand? Did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir,
Don't you think you should just confess?
But sir, but there's nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell you the truth, sir, when it happens... Okay, it's a bit loud. When the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious.
I don't know if what you should do when
maybe I should just back away.
Well, when that device is on full blast, you just cup your hands a little bit.
Yeah. Well, sir, yeah, okay, I'll do that. Mm-hmm. The next thing you knew, you were, Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared.
What?
Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock and the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt?
That's still really loud.
Yeah.
It's funny, you're covering your mouth and it sounds louder. I think because there's a reverberation.
It's reverbing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The victim's body disappeared.
Huh. That's some story. Wait, so Goodman stabbed him? And then left? Is that what I'm getting at here? What?
I'm trying to pass him evidence and see if he has any reaction. Officer Meekins, this is for you. I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay, I just wanted you to take a look at it. That's it, sir. Last night, sir, that's the one. It was an apple, sir, in my dream, sir. And I was an apple. I was being peeled.
On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife.
Huh, he's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. Did you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir, really sorry. I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright.
Takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth.
You should probably show him Goodman.
Why do you have that? That's from the day. It was taken to the prosecutor's office.
The day that Detective Goodman's body was found in the trunk.
So this means I'm a free man, innocent. If this is a dream, sir, then I hope I never wake up. If this is a dream, you'd better wake up right now. Let's see. Nope.
You can show him the other knife. Or, nah. Do you think you could take a look at this?
Hey! That's it! That's it! That's it!
Oh, ouch. That hurts my ears.
Okay, I will stop.
That's what?
My head was blank until this very moment, but sir, now I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct! That card was the cause of it all.
This ID card?
Exactly, sir, that's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir, nothing! I'd better pry into this one a little deeper.
Maybe he has another dialogue option now that you showed him the ID card.
Oh, this is for you, scared of knives, sir. Yeah, so...
He's just scared of knives now.
The Badger.
No.
I was hoping he'd have special
Even his
dialogue.
own mascot doesn't elicit a response.
Crime details. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a little lost a little patrolman, a lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who's in the evidence room, and that's why you thought... Oh, and that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card.
Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far.
That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me.
Yeah, you see, that's why I think that wasn't Goodman that was there.
Yeah, it might be somebody else dressed up as him. Possibly.
What?
Sir, I assure you, I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped him and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him. Do unto others before they do unto you. My father's own words, sir.
Before they do unto you?
Preemptive violence always solves all problems.
What happened then?
Or if it doesn't solve it, then it doesn't matter and it's out of my hands. Well, my eyes, sir, everything went white, and when I awoke, I was here. Right.
So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you?
What do you mean, Emma?
Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim, whom he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, you don't even know if anyone actually died.
That's it, sir. That's exactly what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines.
Huh? But you still ended up here?
They told me it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly. No, but the videotape is quite clear.
Huh? Videotape?
From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there. It's me on the tape.
And you waited until now to tell us this?
I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No. Thanks, I have my own. Well, I guess we better go check out the crime scene and not talk to this guy again.
Mm-mm.
Well, he's a witness, at which point we're screwed.